Okay, I'm going to go over what I found out about the timely calendar and trying to make it wide. We have a need to make a very, very, very wide calendar. We can. Here's what I did. And the other thing that happens when you have this width like this is you go through your various options. They spread out nice and wide. Need to find out how to get more height to each of the calendar days so it's not so crushed up. Brings you to the week, day, and the agenda view, which you can see can end up making it very easy for somebody to really present their information. So we take test date here, it blows it up full size. I don't know why this is so small, but that's a different issue, but you are able to click on that and see it full size. Let's go back. And if you have additional information in the event, of course, it presents it very large and very easy for somebody to see. In my dashboard, that's a WordPress standard, the 2012 theme. And in customization, I simply put in, I took out the site title and tagline. First I did this, okay, which was great, and then I unchecked it because it didn't look good enough. And so I renamed the page this. We'll get to that. Put in a header image and made it a static page, which is important because otherwise you're going to deal with a bunch of menuing extra issues that you really don't need. In the editor, the first thing that you have to do is you have to get some width. In order to do that, you go into the 2012 style.css, which is down here in the styles, and go all the way to the bottom. Now, this is what you want to add. Put your remark in, how to adjust the width of the entire theme, change the number of pixels to how wide or narrow you want, and your remark. Then, designate the page, max width, colon, and then put a number of pixels in and a semicolon and end your command there. Make sure you update the file. Alright, those are the two key things to do. In the theme, you can pick any of these in and it'll switch it. In the settings, the calendar page, again, with a standard page in WordPress, and then in order to make the all the events show up, I made the start date the beginning of the year. I knocked down the pixel width from the standard 240 to 200, and then here's the way I had my settings. In Pages, again, what I did was I made the title of the page the heading for the whole website. Not any more complicated than that. If I go to the events, I just made some tests and added the same picture to each one. So if we take a look at what it ends up being, it ends up being this, a dynamic site that automatically will fold the events underneath if you need to shrink it. If you really bring your width in by squeezing your browser down, it'll crush things up pretty good, including resizing your header dynamically to the point of ridiculousness. Okay, so that, now the next trick will be to find out if the same approach can work on an individual page in any theme. I hope this was helpful. I think I touched on the important points in doing this. It seems so simple. Took a day. I hope it puts you in the right direction. Good luck.